Hi guys, today I'm going through the lesson for ADM, lesson 1 of Visual Studio 2017. So today we are going through the lesson 1 for ADM 2017. So once you start up your file, you can start with a new project. Alright, you can select Visual Basic and Window Forms. You can call this lesson 1, lesson 01. Um, or you can call it lesson 01. For me, I'll call it lesson 01. Let's try OK and create directory for solutions, and you click OK. Okay, we have another project there, so let me just delete away the project as we carry on to this lesson. Alright, now so what happened is that we will continue. Click OK. It will take some time for this Visual Studio to create project, because there's going to be some files and folders available. So there is this toolbox here. If you auto hide this, you hide somewhere here. So on the left, you just click onto the toolbox and just pin it up so that you're not hide anymore. There are many of these, which once you click onto the triangle, you just open up. So today we are just going to talk about buttons later. Here is your solution explorer, which is show you the general how does your solution looks like, and this is your form. If you accidentally closes your form, you can double click this form to bring it up back. This is the property of your form. The text is called form 1. So the text on the form 1, you can change it to your own name. For me, I'll change it to MP. You realize it changes to MP. And of course, I can resize it to the size that I want, but I'll just keep it small at the moment. Alright, when I select start, it will start to compile and to run the whole project. But at the moment, if I look carefully at my drive, you will realize that under lesson 01, there's a solution and there's a folder. Inside the folder, there's more folders and solution. But under this bin and debug, at the moment there's no file here. But after I compile and run this whole project, it will create one file. Okay, you realize now it runs on its own. This is the application that I've just created, which is called MP, does nothing at the moment. When I go back to my folder, you realize that 4 files has been created, and I can run this independently of the project even if I close the project. Alright, now of course I can double click onto this form at the moment to show you what is inside the form. Alright, just now we are in the design tab. Now we are in the coding tab. So for this form, you will have a class and you will have to end the class. If you accidentally delete some of these things, you will realize that they are underlines, and once you try to compile them again, they will show you an error message. Okay, would you like to continue? Of course, when there's error, we do not continue. We look at all these things and see what it tells us. A declaration, class statement must end with a matching end class. So just read through and try to understand what is the error about. Of course, end class, once you settle this, all the errors disappear. So this is your debugging list actually. So now to go back to our design, we can click onto design, and let's just create a button. You can select the button and click onto this form. So when I double click on button 1, you realize now there are a lot of properties on the button. You can explore and see what they mean. So if I want to program something on the button, let's say I want to change button 1 to hello when people click onto it. So right now when I run the form, you will realize that the form will come up with button 1, but it doesn't do anything even when I click onto it. So right now I will double click onto button 1. You realize everything that I double click, you will have a private sub with what I'm doing. Okay, I'm clicking the button, and after that there must end sub. If I do not have this, they will return me error. So I can just comment on what this button is supposed to do using a apostrophe to say that this button will replace its text with hello. Alright, so this is just a comment that the computer doesn't bother. The actual programming will be doing this button 1 dot. You see there are many things that I can do with button 1. And of course, one of the things that I can do is using text. Okay, so button 1 dot text equals to, I just want it to say hello, so I just use inverted commas and say hello. Compile. If there's no error, then you will see what we can do with this simple button. So when I click the button 1, the button 1 text will change to hello. So this is how we program the simple button. Alright, hope you have fun learning this. But of course, if there are things that you want to learn, you can always go back to the Chrome and ask questions like how to comment in VB2017, and there'll be of course a lot of help that you can use. You can just click onto the first one and they'll explain to you. This is a command beginning at the left edge of the screen. So this is an inline command. So this command can be after a command or even on top of a command. So hope you have fun learning this. See you.